Hey, my Cakewalk users, you got to check out this free bass plugin that you can download and use in Cakewalk by BandLab. Let's get right into it. So I'm sitting here in front of what's called the Ample Bass P2 Lite, which is a really nice bass. It's got some cool features on it. And this is not the full version of it. I think there's a pro version of it. But if you haven't checked out Ample, definitely check them out. I'll have a link below. And now I used a lead guitar. It's like acoustic guitar that comes with this whole suite. So you can download both of these, free to use in Cakewalk, and they work really well. All right, so we're gonna focus on recording a groove with this bass. So I'm gonna walk through slowly how to use it, some of the features that it has on it, and hopefully it'll help you get your projects going. All right, first things first, this is what it looks like. It's a 4-string bass. It does have tuning pegs, so you definitely can tune it. It's pretty cool, actually, when you play it. Now, I am controlling the bass sound with my Impact LX25, made by Nectar. So you can use any keyboard controller, or if you don't have a controller, you can definitely use the virtual controller that comes in Cakewalk. All right, so now, okay, so this is cool. All right, here's my low E. So I can tune this down, and it'll say right there, pitch E140. So if I move the peg, okay, you can tell that it's slightly out of tune. All right. There's some other features that are on here. Let me get back to the main mode. So this is the main mode of what it looks like. And you can see the keyboard here. Okay. All right, anyway. All right, this is what it looks like, and I'm just playing around with this thing, and there's probably a few things that I don't know how to do on here because I just downloaded it literally 10 minutes ago, basically. But since we are covering bass sounds, we're covering bass guitar in Cakewalk, I definitely wanted to pull this up. So this is resemblance of a Fender bass. You can kind of tell the way that it's shaped. So anyway, we're gonna go right into this. You've got a few options on here. So there's something that says open string first, used for high position arpeggio with open strings. When toggled on, note will be played priorly to open strings regardless of capo logic. But I'm not using any capos right now, so I'm not worried about that. There's another part that says hold pedal. So okay, so if you want to get some nice pretty chords going on and you want to sustain those notes, you can do that. There's a standard mode. In the standard mode, you can click on it and it changes. So in solo mode is when you only want to press one note at a time. So it's kind of like monophonic. Okay. And if you want to do keyboard mode or standard mode, keyboard mode, okay, allows you to play like a chord. So I can play multiple notes at the same time. And the standard mode is just basically the default, which is the same thing. All right, the next thing that's down here is this auto buzz, which I have on just a slight bit, but this is pretty cool. You can turn it on and off, and it just gives it that characteristics of if you were all right, characteristics of if you were playing a real bass. So if you turn it all the way up, you can hear the string is touching. And this happens typically when the bass player does not have the string action correct. Maybe the bridge is too low, and they need to, or maybe the bridge is too high. Either way it goes. But if you have a fretted out string that can cause problems. But in this case, you may want to add some of those characteristics in there. Okay, you can turn it off. Okay, and you do have like a hammer on, hammer off. I can kind of tell that you hear more of the smack or more of the tap sound. Kind of like I'm tapping the strings more. And it seems like when I hold down one note and then I play the other note, it does it. But sometimes it doesn't. So it's kind of weird. It's like it happens every now and then, which is kind of like how it is when you play bass for real, because sometimes it's hard to get that consistent tone the whole entire way through. And a beginner bass players definitely can't keep that. But if you're a more professional bass player, you've been playing for a while, you definitely can get that sound, keeping that true tone. But anyway, you can get more of the slap of it, kind of like that. All right. There's also acoustic noise, or auto accentuation noise rather. And I had that on, and that's actually the noise that you're hearing. Is what I was talking about. If I turn it off, so now it sounds more rounder sound. But if you keep it on, okay, all right. We got some release, sound gain, effects. Now, I'm not quite sure if all of these are working. I guess they are. I wasn't really hearing a difference in adjusting this. Okay, I hear the difference in that. It's like the master volume for these other features over here. And this is for the articulations, the release and effects. So you can turn that on or off, and then you can do a fade in, which is really cool. Okay, so the softer that you play it, the more you hear the sound, but now it sounds more like a sub bass. But if you play it hard, so you can use that in combination with your actual bass playing to get some of those sounds, like when you're actually muting the strings and you're trying to slap the bass and pop it, you know, but you're not actually pressing on the notes themselves. So that's pretty cool. Okay, and it's a start time, which you can also adjust as well. All right, I'm turning it off. All right, up at the top, you will see that on the bass there are two knobs, and the one knob is the master volume. Okay. All right. And I'm just gonna keep that like about right there. And then here is what's called slap volume ratio, just as the volume ratio of the 9 slap articulations to slap articulations. So, and when I notice when I turn it down, it's almost like it's just turned the volume down itself. All right, and I know there are some other options on here. So you got bass slides that you can do. So if I pitched up, scratches. All right, so those are really cool things that you can use in it. All right, anyway, enough of what it looks like and what it sounds like. Let's go ahead and try to record something. Some fret noise or some slides. Let's do some glissando slides. All right, so let's put this on sound. I'm not gonna worry about comping or anything right now. All right, let's press record. Okay. All right, and let's go here. Okay, I'm gonna put every now and then I'll put a little bit of this. All right. Okay, cool. Just kind of give the element that I am actually a real bass player playing this. This is called Bass Groove Cakewalk Ample. I'll put that down. All right. So now what I'm going to do after that is let's record an actual bass line. I don't really know what key I want this to be in. Oh, let's actually and I probably need to drag this back just a little bit because I came in kind of weird. Okay, all right, I'm noticing my bass is, okay, all of these are a little different. Let me switch to this one. All right, I'm gonna turn that noise off a little bit. All right, let's try something. I don't know what I'm gonna make you. I'm just making this on the fly, so. All right. That was a good groove at first, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. Seems like I'm got a little latency. All right. All right. Okay, cool. So just something to play around with. And I'm going to make these. I'll bring that back up, but let's see. All right, so I'm going to bring this noise down some. Okay. All right, and keep hearing this little pop sound. I guess it comes at the end of it. All right, let's do something different for this last one. Okay, I don't know exactly. I guess it's playing a loop or some sort. Let's go back to this part. Tab. Okay, maybe I was playing a loop. Oh, by the way, there is a tab section on here, so there's some actual little grooves that you can import or basically just add, drag and drop it, and it'll create a tab for it, and it'll play that. Okay, is what you were hearing earlier. You can adjust that and do whatever you need to do with that part, but like I said, I'm not worried about that part right now. So I'm gonna go to main again and okay. A staccato tap. Tap. Okay, so you hold it down. Okay, I guess it went back up when I did that. I guess I add another slide. Let's just do another slide. All right, do it right here. And realistically, you would not play it like that. It'd be hard like to, unless you got two bass players doing it. Anyway. All right, so anyway, and that's that. And I don't really want to worry about quantizing and stuff like that. But I can go ahead and add a beat to it if I really want to do something with this. Just something to have some fun with you also. This is another substitution to using the SI bass. Do I like it over the SI bass? SI bass has really great sounds. But this does sound a little bit more realistic compared to an actual bass. But there's some other VSTs that are out there that I'm going to try to explore that deal with bass. And if you have a favorite one that you'd love me to cover or talk about, put it in the comments below. All right, you all, make sure you subscribe, check the channel out. I got a lot of tutorials and videos and other things on here. Click the notification bell so that way you're notified every time that I post new content. It's your boy, JustDaNorm. All right, peace.